In the past couple of videos, we've been talking about aligning your sales and your marketing efforts. And one of the big reasons that this can be such a challenge is because the needs of sales and the needs of marketing seem really similar, but they're actually really different. Hey everyone, I'm Ian Campbell, I'm CEO of Mission Suite. Before we jump into today's video, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so that you're notified whenever we post new videos. So in today's video, I'm going to focus on what sales needs from marketing to make sure that marketing efforts can be aligned with sales activities and goals so that when a lead transitions from marketing to sales, it's actually qualified enough to really make the transition. First, sales needs content that's targeted to the people that they're talking to and specifically targeted to the stage of the buying cycle that they're in. Now, we all know that if we're targeting manufacturing companies, we need content specific to manufacturing companies. What a lot of us neglect, however, is content that's created specifically for the stage of the buying cycle that your prospect is in. For example, if I have a prospect who just finished watching a demo of my software, I'd better have content that's specific to that demo stage of my sales cycle. At that point, I need content that solidifies what I just talked to them about and that helps them make the decision to move to the next stage of their buying cycle. Similarly, if I connect with someone who's never had a conversation with me, or anyone from Mission Suite for that matter, I need to make sure that I have a great introductory content that can get people engaged quickly and get them interested in having an in-person conversation. Next, you need to make sure that sales can have clear visibility into all of the marketing activities that got that lead or prospect into that conversation in the first place. Now, I know I mentioned this in the Secret to Marketing and Sales Alignment video that we did a couple weeks ago, and if you need to see that, it's linked here in the info card and it's in the description below the video, but this is really important. See, sales cannot exist in a vacuum. It just doesn't work that way, especially these days. Remember that by the time a prospect is having a sales conversation with you, they've usually already done the vast majority of the research that they need to identify their problem, to figure out the solution that they need, and to understand what must-have features the solution is going to provide for them. Hopefully that research came from content that you provided during your marketing process. And now you need to know that from the sales perspective too. If you're a one-person show, then you probably already have a pretty good idea of what they've seen and can work from memory, but you're never going to be able to scale that way. The second that you bring in other people to help you, whether it's on the sales side or on the marketing side, there's going to be a gap that you're going to need to be able to bridge. Your CRM should absolutely be able to give you, or whoever's handling sales for you, a quick and easy view into everything that your prospect has engaged with. How that looks will be different for everyone. Maybe you just need a list of everything. Maybe they need to be tagged, maybe something else. What that visibility looks like is up to you, but make sure that it's there. I mentioned this before, but we created an infographic about aligning sales and marketing efforts. And to download it, drop down to the description of this video and you'll find the download link. And here's the coup de grace. Sales needs leads that have been scored based on their demographic information and by their activity history. Lead scoring might be the single most impactful way that you can connect your sales efforts and your marketing efforts. I did a few Facebook Live videos a while back on lead scoring, and I loaded them up here to YouTube, and they're probably worth checking out. They're in the Facebook Live playlist, and they're also linked here in the info card in the top right of the screen. Here's the trick to lead scoring, though. Marketing can't score leads independently of sales or vice versa. This is where the true alignment happens because both members of the revenue team are involved in the decision-making process. Demographic scoring allows you to make decisions on the value of each contact based solely on the information that you have on them in the contact record. So if you know that you only want CEOs in your sales funnel, then you can score the title CEO or Chief Executive Officer at 100 points and then set your sales triggers to 100 points so that anytime you get someone who drops CEO into the title of the form that they're filling out, sales will be notified to follow up with them. Of course, this is an overly simplified example, and chances are you're going to need more demographic information before you actually want to send a lead over to sales, but it gives you an idea of what we're talking about. Activity scoring is how you're going to know just how engaged they are as leads, and it allows you to decide when they've interacted with enough of your content in a meaningful way to become a real sales prospect. For example, you can say that someone clicks on a link in your emails. That's worth 3 points. Maybe they have a phone conversation. That's worth 1 point. A meeting is worth 10 points. They download your introduction white paper. That's 20 points. Your comparison white paper is 30 points. So on and so on and so on. It builds up a score that gives you a clearly identifying way to see just how good of a lead that they are. And doing this allows you to understand just how engaged that they are. And it helps you forecast interest. Of course, it's never 100% accurate, but it's a really good indicator. This is the important part though, because you need to make sure that you're not trying to make these decisions without all of the key players of your revenue team involved. Make sure that you consider all of the information that sales wants to see and all the information that they want the prospect to have seen. From there, marketing will be able to chime in, they'll be able to discuss the strategic methods that they'll use to ultimately get that information and help you determine how long it should take to start seeing these really high quality leads come in. This can be hugely powerful and it takes some time, but it's well worth the time that it's going to take to set up. All right, but here's the thing. The key to making sure that all of this works is a good CRM and marketing platform, kind of like Mission Suite. If you want to learn more about how Mission Suite can help you manage all of this and really align your sales and marketing efforts, take a look at the description below for a link to register for one of our demo webinars. I really hope that you got something out of this video, and if you did, go ahead, give it a thumbs up and maybe share so that others can see it too. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so that you're notified whenever we post new videos. And while you're at it, check out these videos too, and we'll see you next time around. Cheers.